Good morning, everybody. Merry Christmas. Welcome to this Bushcraft Day live stream. We've got snow, the backdrop of wonderful snow. We've got crazy children outside. Some of those crazy children are the Bushcraft family. Some of them are others from my wife's sister, their two daughters. So they're all having fun out in the snow, and it's wonderful. If you are there joining me live, please feel free to pop in the chat and say hello. But other than that, I hope you've all been having an absolutely fantastic Christmas. There is probably about a 1 minute delay on the video, so if you do pop something in the chat, I will try and get to it as soon as I can. But other than that, I just wanted to, a couple of things to do today. I wanted to talk you through some of the stuff that I've got for Christmas, because everybody loves show and tell, don't they, to try and see what Christmas presents everybody's got. I wanted to have a bit of a look back on the year that we've had, the first nearly full year of Bushcraft Dave as a channel being a thing. Obviously, if there is any questions, we'll try and answer those. Yeah, awesome stuff. This is really weird because I can see back a delayed version of me. It's very, very odd. Anyway, Christmas presents. First up in my Christmas presents is, unfortunately, it's a merino wool base layer because it is incredibly cold. I'm sat in the conservatory at my in-laws' house. I was going to do it out at my little bushcraft shelter, my little bushcraft camp, but it is absolutely freezing. It is snowing, stroke raining. So I've got a base layer on. It's keeping me lovely and warm. This is from my in-laws, so thank you very, very much. I've just got a note from Mrs. Bushcraft Dave as well. She says that I need to apologise for the Wi-Fi, and if there's streaming and lag and all that sort of stuff, I do apologise for that as well. So yeah, I have also got a merino wool base layer trousers, but I'm not going to drop my trousers. It's a family-friendly stream, so we're not going to do that. One thing I can show you, and because it's delayed, I won't even know whether this is in shot or not, but I have got my Montaigne trousers. My Montaigne fantastically hard-wearing trousers, the sort of reinforced knees, reinforced buttocks. So, yeah, absolutely brilliant. Those were bought for me from Mrs. Bushcraft Dave. Say hello, Mrs. Bushcraft Dave.
Hello, Mrs. Bushcraft Dave.
Yeah, she's still not normal. What else did I get? Let's have a look. I've got me my bag. It's not quite Santa's sack, but I've got my bag. Let's have a look and see what we've got. I got a pair of fantastic warming gloves made by Steiner. These were from my wife's auntie and uncle, and they are super warm. Not waterproof, I don't think, but super duper warm. You'll see lots of drive-bys with children, which is quite funny. What else did I get? I got... Oh yeah, this is a good one. This is from my mum and dad. It is a cookery book called Campervan Cooking, which is absolutely awesome. I've already had a bit of a brief look through it last night. I was incredibly tired after cooking all day for Christmas dinner, and I went to bed about 8 or 9 o'clock. I was very tired. So I had a bit of a look through this, and there's all sorts of curries and, you know, all sorts of interesting fried mackerel burgers and all sorts of stuff. One pan fry up. Now, some of it does suggest there's a certain amount of oven cooking, because if you're doing a camper van cooking, you might well have an oven. But it's cooking whilst you're on your travels. So, thank you very much, Mum and Dad. Absolutely love that. And other than that, I think the only other present that I need to discuss is the one that I bought myself. I'll show you. Let me just get it. I bought myself the Trangia Mini. On the Trangia website, if there's items that are out of stock, you can put your email address in so they email you to notify you when something becomes available. And fortunately, about 3 weeks ago, I got an email from Trangia telling me that the Trangia Mini had finally come back into stock. And I ummed and ahed for about a week before I decided that it was time to get it. My mum and dad gave me some Christmas money as well, which I've used to get this. So I will be doing a proper full. I've not unboxed it yet. It's taken so much to not want to open this and see what it's like inside. But I am going to do a separate unboxing and review video of this Trangia Mini. But I am so happy. But you can see it's not massive. It's pretty much the size of the palm, my outstretched palm of my hand. So it's not huge, but I am so looking forward to taking this out on some adventures. It's more lightweight than the Trangia 27 that I've got, so presumably it's therefore a lot lighter than the Trangia 25. So look forward to seeing this in upcoming videos. On the Trangia website, what I also ordered, which I might unbag now, I'm not sure, but I ordered the just a very small carry bag. It's the same sort of idea as the bag that I've got for my Trangia 27, but this will fit the Trangia Mini. I think it also fits just the kettle, if you wanted to just take the kettle in the bag. So it's quite a small bag, but that'll mean that I'm not going to get any sooting on my things. I also got, and these were cheap as chips, I think they're about like £1 or something. They are replacement yellow bags for the Trangia stove, which means that ultimately I can replace the knackered bags that I've got. So I got them whilst I was on that website. And the other thing, which is quite exciting, is another cookbook. So I'm going to have loads of recipes that's going to be coming to the channel in the next few weeks, months, the rest of this year, is a Trangia cookbook. So we'll see how that goes. There's all sorts of interesting stuff in this one. And because this particular cookbook is absolutely designed to be done on a Trangia stove, egg in the hole, it means that when I'm trying to come up with recipes over this next year, I'm not 100% making things up. I should be able to look at this and do it properly. There's a recipe for some cookies. Nearly every recipe, that is an overstatement, nearly every recipe has got lingam berries in it. A Scandinavian berry that they really like. Look at this one. This is one I'm looking forward to doing. French fries and halloumi wrap. Now, I had never thought of doing French fries on my Trangia, but it is just frying a bag of, or just some frozen French fries on the Trangia stove, which is pretty funky. I like the idea of that. So, something else to look forward to. This was off the Trangia website. So, all of that Trangia stuff done. I think that was pretty much it. My brother did get me some top trumps, some drag queen top trumps. Thanks, brother. I think my children will probably enjoy that quite a lot. Oh, and another thing that I've got to show you. This was something that I bought when I did the video of the 5 things for about £5. I had ordered something else that hadn't turned up, and it was this. It's an extendable blowpipe for being able to blow through and get air into the bottom of a fire. I bought this on Amazon, but because it came from abroad, I'm going to say it probably came from China, but I'm not 100% sure. It took ages to come, so it only arrived about a week ago, something like that, and it cost £3.35. An extendable metal blowpipe, which I'll be able to use for getting oxygen into the fire, which is incredibly excited. So that can always just live in my bag. Incredibly lightweight. Lovely stuff. Penny was around this morning. She went out and played in the snow very excitedly for quite a while. And then came and sat next to me on this sofa in the conservatory. And I thought she'd be here for the live stream, but she's disappeared. We've still not managed to yet get Penny used to being in the car. Unfortunately, she does not like it at all. She ends up being sick, and bless her, she does not like travelling in the car. So, as and when I'll be able to get her onto some of my bushwalking adventures, I'm not 100% sure, but we are talking about doing a hike. So it might even be the next video that you see. Me and Mrs. Bushcraft, Dave, doing a hike over the moors behind my in-laws' house. There's a pub just down the road from us here. And if we walk completely over the other side of the moors, and I don't know how many miles that is, there's another pub on the other side of the moor. So we're talking about maybe doing an Ilkley Moor pub crawl, which would be quite exciting. And if that's the case, then because Penny's already here, we'll probably take Penny on that adventure with us, which would be super exciting. The only other thing that I wanted to talk about right now, unless anybody's got any questions. Hello, Mark's Adventures. The thing up here, we're right up on the moors, so the snow doesn't completely disappear straight away. It does tend to stick about a bit. However, it has started proper chucking it down the rain, and the snow is basically just disappearing super fast. So, yeah, it only came up overnight. Good morning, Firestarter Marshy. Lovely to see you joining us. Lovely stuff, guys. Welcome. Good morning on this freezing cold, snowy Boxing Day morning. I apologise if there's any lag on the Wi-Fi and stuff, but I am in the middle of nowhere, so it's all good. So I just wanted to just take a little moment, and it's really nice that you guys have joined on the live stream, just to say thank you to anybody who has joined the channel this year. Loads of you have been absolutely fantastic and active in the chat, and I've chatted to a few of you, so that's been really fantastic to get to know a few of you. But I didn't really know that this channel was going to be a thing. It was, I'm going to say, about 9 months ago, maybe 10 months ago now, in March this year, where I decided that I watched loads of YouTubers, TA Outdoors, Bushcraft Tools, Hayes Outdoors, and see them going out on walks. And I was doing walks, and I thought to myself, do you know what? I'll take a camera with me. I'll film it. It'll be just a bit of laugh, bit of fun. And I never really thought too much about like the long-term aspect of doing it for a long period of time or anything. But I've absolutely loved doing it, and actually it's ended up being a fantastic motivation for me to be out and be more active and be creative. This book, which I'd had, well, not this book, obviously, those of you that subscribed for a while will know that I lost the original book, but the Peak District Walk book has given me fantastic motivation and given me something specific to be looking for on the channel. Bear with me, I've got a small child invading, lovely stuff. All right, she's trying to make a snowman out of slush, and I don't think it's particularly working. So yeah, it's given me fantastic motivation to keep going, do more stuff, and keep me out and fit and healthy. And obviously, as winter's come around, the walking has disappeared a little bit, but as now we've gone past that hump point of the year of darkness, and we're going to start getting lighter again, we will see a lot more walks kicking in, which is going to be fantastic. I've only got about another 4 to do to finish that Peak District book, but what I will do is on the next video, which we'll have out ready for New Year's Day, I'll do a little bit of a talk about what the next year is going to hold. But just looking back on what I've achieved this year, loads of fantastic walks that I've been on. I was just thinking the other day about things that I've been and seen and done that have kind of stuck in my memory. And one of the things that I've not necessarily talked about loads, but that really has had a bit of an impact, was there was a walk that I did to the Goit Valley. It was about walk number 20, 2:23, and very, very early on in the walk, there was basically something that looked like Hagrid's hut, and it's kind of stuck with me for a while. So yeah, that's stuck with me quite a lot on there. Also, the North Coast 500. If you do get a chance to double check some and watch some of those videos, video number 2 has got some like really spectacular footage on it, and it's a walk that I would definitely want to do again. So yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. I think where are we at? Oh yeah, apologies if there's been some connection issues, because man's just come up and said there was some connection stuff. Lovely stuff. Right. I think I've probably covered anything. If anyone's got any questions in the chat or anything, let me know. But Penny's just popped in to say hello. But other than that, I'm probably going to call it a day on this live stream, and get myself warmed up, have a bit of breakfast, and maybe take that dog out and have a bit more fun in the snow with her. Okay, everybody, listen, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you join me on this live stream, or maybe you're watching this on the recap video. Have a fantastic rest of your Christmas. Use all that leftover turkey, and we will see you in the next one. See you later, everybody. Okay, I have ended the live stream.